I'll be able to change the value of the variable. I can read the variable, I can write the variable. So this read write property is what making your sensitive data exposed to the user. No, I do not want to do that. I do not want the user to read or write. Means that kind of protection how you can give. Private will not give that kind of protection. No. So I should stop the user from reading or writing. Means there comes something called C# properties, which is a part of encapsulation. Okay, encapsulation means how to hide data from sensitive data, and how you achieve it is using properties. So what is a proper how to use properties? Okay, so you learned, like in our previous class now, we learned private variables can only be accessed within the same class. uh, an outside class has no access to it. However, sometimes we need to access them, and it can be done with properties. Okay, so even though it is a private one, you can access them, but you will provide additional safety features. So nothing but, let's say this is a class. You are declaring a private string. Done. Okay, private string account. But when you are going to create an object for this class, you are not going to expose this account. Okay, you are not going to expose this account field. This is the field, no? You have seen this field, no? We will be declaring in the class. Instead of that, what you are going to do is you are going to declare a property. A property is, it's like a method. Okay, public string, you give some name, any name you can give, and inside you should do a get set. And get and set means, instead of like when you want to access this account, you will not call this account. This will not be accessible at all. Instead of that, because it is private now. Okay, instead of that, what you are going to do is you are going to call the name, and this name is going to get the account details, or it is going to set the account. Like when you want to read the value, get will read the value. You want to write anything to this account, the set will write it. Let's see it. See here. So person, I have created an object and another person. Okay, so why it is here? Okay. Hmm. Okay, so let's try to call the object directly. Sorry, that account number directly private. So, see, it is not at all showing me the account number. Why? Can you tell me why the account number, I am not able to access the account number?
Actually, it's private.
Correct. Because it is private, you cannot access it from the other class. Now you are in the another class. No, you cannot access from the another class. So what we have done is, so you are not, now you are not able to access the account number. Okay, but instead I have given an property called public string name, which will get and set the account number. That is what I have done. My object dot name, I am writing some value to that string. Okay, means that whatever you do, that value goes and sets into the account. That's all. Okay, this is property. Okay, but let's say this is an old way of writing the property. This is a very old way of writing the property. The modern way is it automatically writes the inner values. Return account equal to means it will automatically write. So instead of all these 5 lines, you can just simply write a single line. This is a modern way of writing a property. And in modern, like as you have worked in MVC and all, MVC is full of properties only. In models, no, what is a model? A model is a replication of an data table or a table, your SQL table, and all the column names are properties. We will declare them as properties only. We will not in applications like MVC, Angular, and all. We will not expose any data to the user. Okay, we give the highest protection to the data. Now it's all about data security, So any data we put it as a property so that they are not exposed. Any question?
No, no.
And so I said that we are not going to expose the data. So how to achieve that? Okay, you know that I have given the security, but how to use the security I have not told you. This way you are securing the account value, but how to secure? Let's say this account is a very sensitive bank account data. Okay, I want users to only see it, and users should not rewrite it. Like basically, users should not change the value. Okay, if you see here, I am changing the value. No, the account value I am changing. Liam, I am changing it to Liam. Let's say in the next line itself, if I change it again, what do you think? Will it change? I'm changing to different account number. Okay, let's say this is one more account number. We'll think as account number. Okay. Now, see, there is no error. I changed it to this number. Again, I'm changing it to this number. An account number is an very important data. No, can you keep on changing an account number?
No.
So, I should not let the user to change it. But how to stop it? Hmm? If you are able to access a variable in C sharp, you will be able to stop it or write it. You can do anything, no? But properties, you can do it. No, this set you have to comment it. See, now it throws error and says property or index person dot name cannot be assigned to. It is read only, and this is why we use a property. If you want to make an variable only read only, you can comment the set. Let's comment the get. You cannot read it. You can only write value to it. See, I cannot read it. See, it lacks the get accessor. That is the thing. That is property. So in modern days, properties are the main thing that we use to write any models. Okay. Any question?
No.
Hmm. Okay. So next, what is next? 1 second. The next is inheritance. Mm, so I'll give you some advantages of why encapsulation or why we use properties. So you have the best control of class members. Okay, so now you saw the account number. You control that account number variable. Fields can be made read only, write only. Write only. So increase the security data, because see, we asked this question in interview. Like, so I'm asking what is encapsulation, and you are explaining the properties. Means I would say that why you need then you should put it private, and you can put a condition so that you are not able to write to that value. No,
Yeah.
you can put anything. See, I will ask that then why you need this property. What is the need for property? I will ask. See, two things first. So that's the best way you can explain why you need properties. And the second best way I would say that C Sharp is giving you an exceptional exceptional functionality so that you can use it and write it in an easy way. Let's say if you want to make this account secure in your own way without these properties, okay, I will say first it is not possible at all because you cannot even call the account um, outside the class. And you see this code, see this code. Actually, it is very simple. No, they have written a method. This is a method, and this method is getting the value and it is setting the value. That's all. Okay, and now they have made it incorporate into a single line. Are you going to write it another 10 lines? That is not. I can recreate the whole thing without writing a property. Okay, but that I can do without get and set also. I can do read only, write only. Yes, in C sharp you can achieve anything, but that takes too much of effort which is not needed. You should be you should not use too much of code, no, to replicate a single line. So that is why we are going for a property actually. And nowadays properties are very important. See, over the 10 plus years of my experience, initial period and all, the usage of property were very less. People were not using properties. We were not writing models. See, when MVC came, properties became very important part of model. And model, without model we do not write any data tables or data sets. And if you are seen in MVC, you will not see a single variable outside the model. Everything will be a model. We will not write a single variable on our own. So that is the use of properties and model. Now model you will be seeing later when we are looking into uh, .NET Core. We are seeing, you know, that I will tell you. Yeah. So next, any questions on encapsulation or properties?
No, no.
Okay. So next we are going to see inheritance. Okay. So we are going to see inheritance. What is inheritance? So in C Sharp, it is possible to inherit fields and methods from one class to another. So previously I was teaching you something. So I told you about inheritance. Something I was teaching you. I forgot. Okay, some private, public. Yeah, private and public. I think. Yeah, but yeah. So in C Sharp, it is possible to inherit fields and methods from one class to another. What does inherit means? Using. See, if I have this vehicle class, this brand and honk, I want it in another class. See, in the car model class, I want this brand and honk, but I do not want to rewrite in this class. Then what I can do is I can inherit it so that I can use this in my car model class. Okay.
Okay.
So, so we group inheritance concept into two categories. One is derived class, one is base class. Okay, what is a derived class? Derived class is the child class, the class that inherits. This is the class that inherits from vehicle. So this is my child class. What is the derived class? The class being inherited from. So this is my base class. From this class only everyone is inheriting. So this is my base class. These two are my child class. Okay. Now I have inherited. Let's say I'll create an model. I'll create an object for car model. Okay. I create an object for car model. Car model doesn't have brand written on its own, no? But can you see I am able to access the brand with my car model object, mycar.brand. Got it?
Yes.
Because you have inherited, you are able to access everything from your base class.
Okay.
When and why to use inheritance? So it is usable for code reusability. I would have told you previously. So if you have like let's say you're you are having a school database and you want to maintain student details for 1,000, 2,000 people. Okay. Better than that, I'll give you a better example. You are maintaining an employee database. Okay. So in your company, you have contract employees, permanent employees. Okay. So you have two classes: contract employees and permanent employees. So all the fields are same: name, okay, designation. Um, these are all same. Okay, date of joining. These are all same. Let's say um, only few differences. Contract employees will have a renewal date. Permanent employees doesn't have renewal date, and salary differs in both. Okay, there it is third party salary. Here is state salary. Means these are the variables that are changing. I'll give you. I'll write and show you. So you have two classes: contract class P. Okay. So both the classes I have okay, string name, string date of joining, string designation. Okay. These are all common in both the classes. Okay. Let's say string salary is third party salary. Here it is just salary. Okay. And many more. You can write anything. And see this. You have rewritten the code, no? Every time you are rewriting the code, no?
Yes.
You this is not needed, no? So instead of that, if I have let's say if I have a common class, and I have all these as common in that class, and inherit that, now this class will be able to use this, no? Even though tomorrow you are writing 10 more classes, you can simply inherit and finish it off, no? You don't need to write this code, no? Right? Now you are saving so much of code, right?
Yes.
And that is why we go for inheritance in real time. Okay. uh, you got it? Any questions?
No, no.
Yeah. Inheritance very easy and simple. Okay. Basically in C sharp you cannot do an multiple inheritance. Okay. That is not possible in C sharp. So like multiple inheritance means one class cannot um, one class cannot see multiple cannot have a multiple base classes. So in C sharp, this multiple inheritance is not possible. What we are doing is multi-level inheritance. What is multi-level inheritance is we can do this way. This is multi-level inheritance. And the normal inheritance is multi-level means like uh, we have three classes means first is base class, second is child class, and second is the base class to the third class. That is multiple inheritance. You understood this one? Your car model is inheriting vehicle. Car model Figo is inheriting car model, and keeps going on. Next class will inherit from car model Figo. That we
Okay.
call it as multi-level inheritance. But inheritance is all based on your need. However you want, you can do it. Which class you want to, which class properties you want to use, that you can inherit. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So there is one way to stop inheritance. If you do not want a class to be inherited means, what you can do is you can add something called sealed. If you add something called sealed to a class, You are sealing that class so that you will not be able to not be able to inherit that class. So if you do not want other classes to inherit from a class, use sealed keyword. Okay.
Okay.
Any questions?
Uh, if I use multi-level
Mm-hmm.
and creating the object of car model Fiago, so can I
Mm-hmm.
access a brand property of vehicle?
Yes, you can. Okay, we'll go this way. So this is multi-level, right?
Okay.
Multi-level. So car model Figo is inheriting car model, and car model is inheriting vehicle. So now I said no. Car model Figo is inheriting car model.
Okay.
Car model is inheriting what is
Okay.
vehicle. So brand is available to car model. Now you are inheriting car model. Now brand is available to car model Figo also. You
Okay.
got it?
Okay.
We just do that. See, brand.
Okay.
So anyways, you are inheriting car model now. So car model is inheriting vehicle now. It is it will be available. Okay.
Okay. And multi-level, when we should like in real scenario, can we use in the project?
Um,
Uh,
See, I multi-level or the normal inheritance. I would say that it only depends. Okay. So I have mostly seen the normal inheritance that this way. This way. Okay. Uh,
okay. Yes.
let's say in the same way you have the employee. Okay, and then there is some mm, let's say intern employee.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe intern employee has something. Okay, so what you can do is you can inherit intern employee can have a string of full-time id fte id. Let's say this fte id should be used in fte. Okay, what you can do is employee, and you can inherit employee in the contract class actually. Mm, and you can inherit contract here. See, I would say that there is no specific real-time scenario for inheritance. Okay, so the real-time scenario for inheritance is what totally for inheritance is what that I gave you. Like basically, when you have some common values, so you do not want to rewrite in all the subclasses, then you can just simply inherit and leave it. Okay, and this is applicable for both the inheritance, normal inheritance or the multi-level inheritance. So did you see any difference when I wrote a norm? See, this is a normal inheritance. Okay,
Yes.
I put it here. This is multi-level inheritance. Do you see any difference? It both works in the same way, right?
Yes.
Correct. No, you're still able to access brand from car model figure. It's actually same. No,
Yes.
there's no difference actually. That's why I never say gave you a difference between multi-level or normal inheritance. No, there is no difference. Both will work in this very same way. Okay, exactly same way. Okay, so let's say in this scenario all the three classes are linked means you can go for multi-level inheritance. Let's say I have one more class and a vehicle should be inherited by car model alone. There's one more class that should be inherited by car model Figo means that's a normal this one. But let's say there are 10 classes on all the 10 classes are linked together means you can go for multi-level inheritance that you can do. Okay,
Okay.
that's the only thing you can think for multi-level inheritance. But yeah, got it.
Okay. And for sealed keyword,
Mm-hmm.
uh, if we seal the class, but I don't know why it's used, because if we do seal, so it's we cannot extend it, right?
You cannot inherit it. Yeah.
Yes.
If I put seal, you cannot inherit it.
But
See why
uh,
why we have seal. That honestly, I don't know why someone invented sealed. I honestly don't know. Maybe they do not want some classes to be inherited. That's all. See, I don't know. Like, see,
okay.
as an early stage developer, I would have few questions. I, if you do not want your code to be inherited, why do you write C? Like, you just simply leave it. You don't inherit it, and it is not going to be inherited. Right?
Yes.
That's what we are going to think. But as you evolve, you'll know that, see, all you write is not alone a code. Okay. See, there are a few process, like see, even in my company, when you write a code, you develop it, and you're not going to deliver it straightforward. This code has to go through few process. They will run few process like security check, vulnerability check, and these things will throw vulnerability, and they will say that any person can come in and access this vehicle. See, we will say that who is going to come and access my code, and that is what they say, that yeah, you have this code. No, when you run this code, you're loading this code to the server. Okay.
Okay.
Have you seen in server, right click on your console and see that you can see the code? You can go and see the network, and you'll be able to see the code. Okay. So if you are an hacker, you are exposing your code to the hacker still. Okay. But how you are protecting the code is what it matters. Your hacker cannot come and change the code, but your hacker can get inside the class and change the value. That your hacker can do. Okay. So they say these were invented for security. So when someone do not want to expose the code, or like inherit it, they want.
Because of I have seen it's when we any uh, adding new using NuGet package manager, we can edit new entity framework core, so we can see that sealed also there, sealed keyword.
Ah, yeah.
Uh, it's auto generated classes, but we cannot allow changes. So in that case, I think
You Yes. So that's the reason. See, in entity framework and all, entity framework handle only the data. Entity framework doesn't have anything other work from handling the data. So everything is, why sealed is because you're not going to use that and change the value. Very simple. If I'm going to seal the vehicle class, you are not going to use the brand and change the value anywhere. That's all. When you declare it private, that's all. It belongs to the vehicle alone. If you put it as private, huh? Okay,
yes,
and if I seal it, no one can change this value. That's all, right?
yes,
Very simple. I do not want it get to be changed anywhere, and that is what entity framework does. If I seal it and put it as private, means who is going to change it? If I put it as public
yes,
also, no one is going to change it. Okay. So that's see that is auto generated seal. That you cannot compare with what we are writing. Why sealed auto generate? Let's say you are working for Microsoft and you are writing a code. Okay. And that is an architectural structural code. Okay. You are writing it to, let's say you are writing how to a console.to a write line should work. Okay. You are writing and giving it as a reference, and let's say you are giving it as a reference. Tomorrow I'll go and change that code, means it will work out totally different. No,
okay,
I'm changing that code. I'm changing that code. I'm creating a package and pushing it to the nugget package, and you are using that nugget package later, means everyone will feel the C sharp is working differently. and that is not a good name for Microsoft. No, so they do not want their developers code to be changed. Very simple. And for them, we are the hackers.
Okay.
Very simple. Now understand why sealed.
Yeah, yeah.
It's to protect from another human being. That's all. It is not. That's the only thing.
Okay.
Okay. So the next one is polymorphism. So polymorphism, we already saw method overloading. So
Yes.
polymorphism, what is polymorphism? Basically, polymorphism means taking many forms. Okay. So it occurs when we have many classes that are related to each other by inheritance. Okay. So we saw that method overloading is there are two types of polymorphism. One is method overloading and method overriding. Method overloading, we saw that in the same name we can have multiple methods with a different signature. What is signature? Is that is basically mm, the number of parameters or parameter name, these kind of things. Okay, these are signature. So that is method overloading. What is method overriding? Okay, uh, let's say I have the same type of inheritance. So I have an animal class, a pig class is inheriting from animal, a dog class is inheriting from animal. So every class I am saying that how an animal sounds. So why I have written this way is I have let's say I had many common variables, so that instead of writing the common variables everywhere, I have inherited. But the only different variable, only different thing in everything is a pig makes sound differently, and then a dog makes sound differently. Okay, so think these as a real time scenario, like so you're categorizing animals. So you have a pig and a dog. Pig sounds differently, so this should sound differently. A dog should sound differently. Now you call the pig. Calling the pig means you are creating an object for the pig. Okay, now you are calling the pig means pig should sound the vv, no?
Okay.
It should sound this only, no?
Yes.
But I'm asking, now you are in an inheritance. Now you are calling this pig and calling this animal sound. Which one will get printed? Will this get printed, you think?
Mm, yes, if we creating object pick, I think second one is print.
No, it will not print the pig. I will show you. Okay, so I have written it for all the three here. Let's run it. I have created objects for all the three. My pig, my dog, everything. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. For animal, pig, dog. First, I have printed the animal. So the animal makes sound, right? Correct. Next, I am doing it for pig. So it should say the pig makes says. Okay. It should say
Mhm.
that, and for dog, the dog says.
Okay.
Let's go and see. Oh, sorry. 1 second. Ah, I'm sorry. Hmm. I did not create it for pig. Ah, sorry. Now I'll run. So one more thing, I did not change. Oh, sorry. I did not change this. Ah, now you should run. Okay. Okay, created printing. Oh, I removed. No, it says no. 1 second. I will rewrite this code. I made a mistake, I think. Okay, 1 second. I will rewrite this code. Okay, animal sound. Pick this animal sound. Okay. Uh, mm, okay. What I have to do is now you see. So now if you see, so your pig, your let's say, okay. Now your base class is animal. Now you have the base class as animal. Okay, you are creating an object for your base class, but for you are creating the constructor on your pig class only. So when you do this, you are calling the constructor of the pig class. No, okay. So your pig class should have a default constructor and should be called to the pig class. No, so you created the object for the pig class or a dog class, and you're calling that pig class dot animal or dog class dot animal sound, but it still displays the animal makes a sound of animal class. No,
Okay.
so this was not the output we were looking. No, the output from the example here is not what we expected. So this is because the base class method overrides the derived class. Basically, when you create an object for the car model, for the pig or dog, it comes here and we search for animal sound. Now, as you are inheriting from animal, it goes to the animal and and prints the animal sound. When you come to dog, it goes to animal and inherits the animal sound, because all the three classes you have the same name for the method. Only if you have the same name for the method, you will face this issue. See, animal sound is common to animals, no? So dog also will have an animal sound. So I do not want to change the name method name, no? But because it is same, it goes to the base class, because from there only you are inheriting. So it goes to the base class and it is printing. Okay. So this is the issue we have in inheritance. Okay. So when you are deriving from a base class, and if you are creating an object for the derived class, and you're calling a common method name, means your base class method name will get implemented instead of the derived class method name. Okay. So in C# we have an option to do this, and that is by using override. Oh, sorry, should be virtual and override. As the meaning says, let's run and see. Meaning says virtual means you are making this look virtual. Virtual means not does not have a physical appearance, no? So you are making this method virtual, and when you are making this method to override the base class, so when it comes to the pig class, it will see, oh, it's override, so it will print this same way. So that is method overriding. Override a method over another method. Understood what is method overriding? Now you see, got it? Any questions on polymorphism?
No,
Hello.
no, no.
So that is polymorphism, and we have abstraction. So that is the last thing of OOPS concept. So abstraction. So I already gave you an example. Actually, already I gave you that. So it's very simple. So data abstraction is a process of hiding certain details and showing only essential information to the user. Okay. So abstraction can be achieved either by abstract class or interface. Okay. So I told you, if in your company you have an two types of employee, contract and FTE employee, and you have many common variables. So instead of rewriting all the variables, you simply wrote something called employee. This is an abstract concept, okay? And you are using the employee because these are all variables that you want to rewrite. Maybe tomorrow, if you are going to write 10 different types of employees, for them, instead of rewriting them, you just use it from the employee. Okay. In a real time scenario in your company, let's say there are only two types of employees. Just leave the concept of employee, okay? There are only two types of employee. If you go and ask who are you, means either they are going to say I am a contractor or I am a full-time employee, right? Is there any one person called just an employee? Do you understand what I am asking?
Yes.
See, everyone is employee. See, employee is an abstract concept, but if I am going to ask you what kind of employee you are, are you going to say I'm an employee? No, no. What kind of employee? Are you a
Okay.
contractor? Are you full time? What is that? Right? No.
Okay.
But employee is not an answer here. No, you're either contractor or you're either full time employee, right? So this
Yes.
concept of employee is what we created, so that we can make this employee to be inherited and use this variables everywhere. That's all. No.
Okay.
So the employee is not actually real employee. You have, if you have 100 people in your company, if 50 are contract and 50 full time, is there anyone named employee? Because there's no one. No, I'm an
Okay.
employee of this company, right? Fine. Inside the company, I will say I'm a full time employee, and someone will say I'm a contractor, right? No one say I'm an employee alone. Either you are full time or you are a contractor, right?
Yes.
Right. So this is an abstract concept we created. Okay. So abstract concept we created, but as I said, in your company there are 100 people, 50 contractors, 50 full-time employee. Okay, same scenario. Now you wrote all this. Now you are going to create objects for the classes. Okay. For contractor, you can create an object. For full-time employee, you can create an object. For employee also, you can create an object, no? But there are no employees called employees, no? Only contractors or full-time employees. So if you create object for contractor or full-time employee, it's fine. But for this, not needed, no?
Okay.
So this is what we call, that's what I said, this is an abstract concept, so that you should stop it from instantiation. What is instantiation? Basically creating an object. So I declare a word called abstract class, then you cannot create an object for this class, and you can just simply use it for uh, inheritance alone. So that is abstraction. Now these variables are protected, so you are hiding it from the outer world, because you cannot simply easily call the employee and directly call the name. No, you can just use it via contractor or FT. So this is called abstraction. Very simple.
Okay.
Okay. So that is abstraction. Oh, I wrote it this way. Okay. That class employee. Sorry. Okay. This is class. New employee will inherit from employee. Let's say, and my contractors also inherit from employee. Okay. So if I make abstract, this employee will not be able to help that and show you. Employee. See, and it says cannot create an instance of an abstract type. Okay. So if it is an abstract class, you cannot create an object itself. Got it?
Okay.
Actually, that is abstraction, and that is abstract class also. And why you need an abstract class, I will honestly tell you. If you go for an interview and give this particular example, an employee, if you are in your company, there are full-time employee and contractors, and we are creating a class for them, and you are making a few variables as common inside an abstract concept called employee and inheriting them, and this employee is an abstract concept, we are making it abstract. So you do not want this to be instantiated. Let's do not want to create an object for this employee, and that is abstract class. If you tell straightforward, they will hire you. Okay, this is a very good example for abstraction. Okay.
Okay.
And abstraction is not only for abstract class, it is also for interface. So interface is something same like abstract class. Interface, that's all, only difference. But what is the difference between interface and abstract? We'll see tomorrow. You are already timed. We have to see interface.
Okay.
Interface enums files, say exceptions and all will be seen. Okay, few things, enums, and I'll show you what all I have. After interface enums, we have to see struct. You have to see exception, how to write exception, a very small, for small concepts. Yeah, we'll see them tomorrow. We've already done.
Okay.
Yeah. Any questions, any doubts, anything?
No, no, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let me know if you have anything, and we'll see tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.